Well, if you didn't like the World Economic Forum before, this isn't going to help. Here's the headline. The time of the Wild West is over. EU's Vera Jourova warns Elon Musk's Twitter from Davos. And she's a European Union commissioner. And this is the sort of thing that world leaders are talking about when they get together at the World Economic Forum. Now, you might remember her from this clip, where she's predicting hate speech laws in the United States. And there's absolutely no irony in the fact that she's sitting next to CNN's former news potato, Brian Stelter.
Well, we need the people who understand the language and the case law in the country. Because what qualifies as hate speech, as illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the US, I think that...
It's amazing just how cavalier she is. It's just amusing to her. Oh, yes, you're going to have your hate speech laws there too. Oh, yeah, your First Amendment, yeah, that's going to be gone. Ha, 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 ha. So funny. Yeah, this is what they talk about at the WEF. That's why people hate the WEF. So let's see what this authoritarian New World Order witch has to say about Elon Musk.
After Mr. Musk took over the Twitter with his freedom of speech absolutism, we are the protectors of freedom of speech.
See how they do that too? Absolutism. Well, no, it's just legal speech. And he doesn't have a perfect record on that either, does he? But legal speech is too much for them. No, they can't have that.
Our message was clear. We have the rules which have to be complied with, and otherwise there will be sanctions. And I had quite a high level of confidence when it comes to Twitter. I have to say that we worked with knowledgeable people, with the lawyers, with the sociologists who understood that they have to behave in some decent way, not to cause really big harm to the society. I always felt that this notion of responsibility was there. So this is what I don't feel from Elon Musk personally, but we will see. He was invited to the European Parliament. I wonder whether it will happen.
Yeah, all that gobbledygook about responsibility and all that, that's just euphemisms for authoritarianism and centralized control. That's it. And she said, so when Mr. Musk took over Twitter with his freedom of speech absolutism, we are the protectors of freedom of speech as well. No, you're not. You're clearly not. It seems pretty clear to me. She's not a protector of free speech. She's a protector of censorship. Here's something from foreignpolicy.com. The real threat to social media is Europe. The EU is passing legislation that will weaken free speech laws beyond the breaking point. Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter has caused fear and loathing among pundits and politicians wary of his vow to revert the platform to its position as, quote, the free speech wing of the Free Speech Party. This is from April 2022. It says the European Union is in the midst of finalizing a Digital Services Act, an ambitious legislative attempt to create a global gold standard on platform regulation. And I really don't like the sounds of that. Given the EU's economic and political clout, the DSA may have a substantial impact beyond Europe through the so-called Brussels effect. As such, the DSA is likely to affect the practical exercise of free speech on social media platforms, whether located in Silicon Valley or owned by American tech billionaires. And you see the language, a global gold standard. They're not just thinking European Union with this stuff. And what did she say again?
Because what qualifies as hate speech, as illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the US, I think that...
I don't think these are seen as just local plans. I think these are seen as global plans. And I think that's what they're talking about when they get together in Davos. And Europe has so much to admire when it comes to free speech. Here's from Norway. Norwegian actress faces up to 3 years in prison for saying men cannot be lesbians. How about this? Germany raids homes over hate speech and insults on social media. How about this? One Twitter user had his house raided by police for tweeting at a German politician, quote, "You are such a penis." He had his house raided by police for insulting a politician. Gee, I wonder if there's any Western politicians at Davos who wouldn't like to exercise the same power. Now, this is important here. Perhaps most galling, Germany claims this is done in support of free speech. This is just Orwellian nightmare stuff. says the authorities in Germany argue that they are encouraging and defending free speech by providing a space where people can share opinions without fear of being attacked or abused, except by the government, except by their own politicians if you insult them. So there you have it. It's not even like they're trying to hide this stuff. They're not. The WEF had the Great Reset website, for God's sakes. They made a video about it. They're proud of it. Doesn't seem like she's trying to hide anything, does it? She's incredibly cavalier about it. She thinks it's funny. But I guess we can't say we weren't warned, can we? Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.